Welcome to the Profile Show. I'm your host, Linda Sandhu. I'm here with my friend, Jen Pitta. Jen, you are here today on a much different role than your normal roles that you're here for. This is going to be a great show. We are here today to talk about Jen's business that she runs on the side. It's called By the Shore Stamping, correct?
Correct.
Jen does scrapbooking, card making. What else? What else goes on?
Home decor, gift tags, gift packaging.
Everything. Everything. You do everything. And we're very excited because Jen has agreed to give a donation for each packet that she sells to the Media Center. So we're very grateful and we thank you for that.
Yes.
And we are actually going to make some cards and do some demonstrations later on. But first I want to talk to you about, because I know a lot of our members are involved with different craft projects at their homes, and I want to talk to you about how you got involved with this.
Actually, I first started because I wanted to make my wedding invitations, actually. So I got the bright idea to make 135 hand-stamped, hand-embossed invitations for our wedding. And the company I work with, Stampin Up, actually offers demonstrators a discount. So I signed up to be a demonstrator, which means I represent their products exclusively for the most part. And then I got all the supplies I needed at a discount, and it just kind of took off from there. Then I started doing classes and stamp clubs and home parties. So it's been really fun.
That's awesome. And now you've even expanded to, which I think is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant idea, is to do a weekend where you bring a bunch of women or men together in a hotel, and that's their whole weekend is based on being creative, being together, kind of sharing each other's work. I love that.
Yeah. November 2013, I started my first vendor event. I had been going to these events as a vendor for many years and selling product and doing classes and things like that. And I decided, you know what, it's such a big business in the Northeast, which is kind of surprising because stamping and scrapbooking isn't necessarily as big here as it is out west. But these weekends are huge. There's tons of companies that do them and organize them. And so I figured, well, let me try and do that myself. So yeah, I had 35 in November 2013 for my first one. So
wow.
it's
congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
super fun.
wonderful.
It is really all about the environment there.
Yeah.
It's a hugely creative environment. The energy in those rooms, it's amazing. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh wow. And I love too that you do the home shows because you get everybody involved. It's a great thing to do with book clubs and garden clubs. I mean, just you name it. People can think of a reason to have a bunch of girls together and do something creative.
And that's exactly what it is it's like a girls' night out. You know, I do all the work and everybody just kind of comes and has fun and, you know, maybe has a little glass of wine and some food and just spending time with family and friends. So it's fun.
I think it's great. And we are going to do one here and invite our members, so we will announce that date in our website and newsletter.
Great. That would be fun. Fantastic.
So, all right. So let's kind of get started as to what the kit entails, because your donation that you're giving to the Media Center is for every kit that's sold.
Correct.
And they're very, very reasonably priced. I've already bought 2 of them. And so I want you to talk a little bit about what's in them, and then we're actually going to do a demonstration, which I'm very excited about.
Yes. So these are the Everyday Occasions card kit. And this one actually is really nice because it includes everything you need to get started. Basically, the only thing you'd have to have on hand for these kits would be a pair of scissors, which I think most people have.
That's right.
And then also a glue of some sort, either 2-way glue, a tape runner, or some sort of glue stick, whatever you have to glue everything together.
Okay.
So everything else is included, your pre-cut pre-scored cardstock,
That's wonderful.
Your stamp set, the stamp block, your stamp inks, and then it has a variety of the pieces that are punched out already, the accents and embellishments for your cards. And then it even has some of the dimensionals, which kind of lift up some of the elements off your page and give it a little bit of depth and dimension. So it really includes everything you need to sit down to make 20 different cards for
wonderful.
All occasions.
It is so worth it.
Yeah,
it is so worth it. It breaks down to
it's
under $1 per
yeah.
card, and that's amazing.
You know how expensive cards are
That's
now.
right.
So it's a great deal
That's
because
right.
you'll have the stamp set afterwards, and you will have quite a bit of leftover pieces. So if you had some cardstock or ribbon or things laying around, you could certainly put stuff together.
That's right.
With the remainder of the kit as well.
And then they can go on your website as well and get different things. They don't have to
Absolutely.
always get the kit, but the kit benefits the Media Center, and that's why we're having you on today.
And it's a great starting point too for somebody who's never stamped before. There's little directions in there. There's a little flyer in the front there that has all 20 cards pictured, so it gives you little tips and advice for putting them together.
Yeah.
So it's a great starting point.
And I want to just hold up 2 of your catalogs that are just filled with products. And I'm going to do a shameless plug and say I'm a potter, and I buy my stamps from you because they look great on pottery. So they work for so many different things, not just a stamp on paper. And
Linda made me a beautiful business card with one of our stamps, so it's fantastic. Yeah, it's great.
Good. All right, you ready to get started?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right, Jen, here we are at the stamping table. I'm going to have you go through again the box. It makes 20 cards. It benefits the Media Center. We're very excited about that, so take it away.
All right. So in your kit, the Everyday Occasions kit, you receive all the pre-cut and pre-scored cardstock that you need to make your cards. They're all printed.
That's
We
wonderful.
also have the envelopes that coordinate with them. You get your stamp set, your acrylic block for the stamps, which we'll show you. And then there's adhesive and some twine and some other embellishments, as well as the mini ink pads that you need. These are smaller than our regular ink pads. These are our normal size ink pads. But we will be using the little ones that come in the kit.
Perfect.
And also you get the instructions as well, which is a 20-page.
Yeah, this is
or 20
awesome.
cards, yep, that has everything full color with little tips as to how to put everything together. In addition, you get the pre-cut elements for your cards too. So there's 5 sheets of pre-cut little.
I like that, since it's like it could be for somebody who's never ever done this before. Everything is so laid out and it's already cut.
Exactly. It's designed really to keep everything really simple and not overwhelming for somebody who's just starting.
Oh, it's so great. Okay.
So you want me to stamp a card for you?
I would love that. Go ahead,
So let's do this Thinking of You card. So I already pulled aside the cardstock that they had put together. So it comes in the kit flat. You just go ahead and fold that in half, and you get your card base. And actually, before I jump into actually stamping, I do have the stamp I need already, which is here, the Thinking of You. But we, of course, have to stamp the back, so it says made just for you.
Oh, that's great.
I need that stamp as well. So just to kind of give you a heads up of how to put those together, because when you first get the kit, you'll get your labels and then your rubber stamps separately. So you just kind of have to do a little bit of assembly, but it's very, very easy. So you'll just take the stamp you want, and I want the one that says made for you by me.
Love
Always
it.
nice to customize your little cards so they know you didn't run to the store and buy it. You actually ran upstairs and made one, or ran to your room and made one. Kitchen table,
great.
wherever.
That's right.
So you're just going to actually peel off the backing of this here. And now this part here is sticky, so you want to try and avoid sticking anything on top of it. So you can see the image in reverse. And now here's your actual stamp. You're going to peel off the backing of that. And go ahead and basically just line up, because this is sticky here too. So you're just going to line the 2 up. And push down on that.
Oh, that's great.
And then you have your cling label. Now you do want to try and avoid touching this cling part with your fingers as much as possible, because the oils from your finger will actually get onto the cling and make them not stick to the block.
Oh, okay.
So you want to try and avoid touching those with your finger. So I'm ready to stamp with this one. So this is the Thinking of You stamp. This is my block that came in my kit. So you're just going to position the rubber side of the stamp face down on the table, and then just push down on top of the cling. And now your
I
stamp
get it. Okay.
is set to go. Now if I was using a full-size ink pad, I would just take my ink and go ahead and dip it into my ink pad and then stamp. Because we have the smaller size ones with this, these are called Stampin' Spots. you're just gonna, actually it's a little easier if you take the ink pad to the stamp instead. So I'm gonna flip it over this way and just go ahead and, am I doing it in gray? Yes. Should probably have looked at that at first, but I'm gonna go ahead and ink
Well, the
up.
nice thing is you don't have to follow the
And that's
instructions
just
exactly.
it. You can totally make it your own. And I encourage that actually. In most of my classes, I always tell them, as long as you're happy, I'm happy. So do whatever it is that makes you happy. Now we are gonna have to trim this a little more bit according to the directions. As you see, it's not quite big enough. So I'm gonna make sure I stamp this more to the right side, and then we can trim off the edge.
Got it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take my stamp. Now when you're stamping, it's very important that you go straight down and straight up.
Wonderful.
If you do any sort of rocking, you can catch the edge of the stamp, and that makes a little indent. So now we have that element of our card set. And I'm gonna take, which I think is already punched out. I should have pulled it aside. Where did that little guy go?
Oh, you're looking for the heart.
The heart, yeah.
Yep, I saw it in there. I'll look for that.
So you find my little heart for me. In the meantime, I'm gonna trim this off. So you'll see that the card is,
There's your heart.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I needed a heart. So I'm gonna take that off. I'm just gonna trim this edge. Now don't throw this away because you can probably make something else with it. So we'll just set that aside for now. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my snail adhesive. Now the kit comes with everything, like I said, besides your tape, so you could have a glue stick or any sort of adhesive.
And that's just like a double-sided tape?
It's just
what is
a double-sided tape. So
That's
you're just
wonderful.
gonna take it and run it across the back of that. And I'm gonna position, got glitter all over my card. That's always fun.
Yeah, everybody likes
We're
glitter.
gonna have some bling, right?
That's right.
So you're gonna do this. And now since this is still flat, before I add any more dimension to this, I'm actually gonna switch. So I'm just gonna take this stamp off and we're gonna switch to this one so I can stamp the back of my card. So again, you just press down on that cling, bring the little stamping spot to the stamp. Make sure it's good and inked, and you can tell by looking at it that that's ready to go. And then just gonna stamp the bottom here. Remember, straight down, straight up. Up and down, we got our little
That's so
hand
cute.
stamped.
I love it.
So now, the little directions here tell you that you want to adhere this piece with Stampin' Dimensionals. And that is included in your kit as well. And that are these are the little...
oh, they're like razors,
yeah,
right?
they're like little foam lifters, basically. So you're just gonna peel those off, and they've got backing on them, so I'm just gonna stick a couple on here. Actually, I'm gonna stick them in the middle. They are a little forgiving, so you can kind of pick them up. Then I'm going to, this one's not being nice.
Not cooperating.
Let's try a different one. There we go. Put one here and one on the other end. And now with these, like right now, this wouldn't stick because I didn't peel the backing off. So you just need to peel that little backing off of each of those.
Take that out of your way.
Thank you. And actually, before I touch that, or adhere that, I'm gonna do my little
Oh, your little
banner.
ribbon. Yeah.
So it just tells you to cut a little snippet of that off to stick underneath. So this is just one of the pre-die cut pieces. So I'm
That's
just
so
gonna,
nice that they do everything for you.
It makes it super simple and kind of, it's a great thing to do when you just sort of want a little escape. Because you can just sort of mindlessly put these together because everything's done for you already. I'm gonna just stick it right about there. And now these are all ready to go. So I'm just gonna stick that like that.
Oh, it's so cute.
And then we just need a little button, which they also put on with the dimensional. Sorry, pull that back over here. And you may have to trim that down. No, I guess not. It'll fit back there. So I'm just gonna stick that on the back of the button. And then we can stick that wherever you want it. They says to put it about there, which kind of doesn't work very well because it's half on the...
Oh,
There
yeah.
we go.
So it's high and low, right?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna move that over just a little bit.
Oh, I
There we
love
go.
it.
And you could put, like in the picture there, they show a little bit
the
of
little thread here.
Thread. So you could tie in a little piece of thread, or you could even use like a white gel pen or something and put that,
Oh, that's so great.
color it across, and then you'd have your finished card.
And you just made a card.
And see that?
It's
now ready
beautiful.
to give to somebody.
That's right.
Would you like to make a card?
I'd love
All right.
to.
Let's do this one down here.
Okay.
Okay. So first, you're gonna go ahead and select your
My yellow polka dot.
Yeah, is it polka dots? Let's see. Oh, I think it's a big card. You get a full-size
Oh,
card.
wow.
There we go.
And so I fold that in half.
Correct.
Got my card here.
And now we need to find you your little tag, which is this one, I believe. So we're gonna pop that out of the paper, and there's your tag.
And I do the thinking of you.
You do.
I love how this just adheres to it.
Yes.
It's like magic.
And if for some reason they stop clinging, you just simply wash the block and the cling part, and that will take the oil and residue off of it.
Is this open?
And it should be.
Or do I do this one?
Nope, you want the blue one,
Okay.
so there you go. Then I will get your other little pieces ready.
Am I doing that right?
You are, that's perfect.
Okay, so now
I need one of these little
turn
hearts.
it over, put it right in the middle. Voila!
Fabulous,
Thinking of you.
beautiful.
Put that there. Oh, now I got to do my handmade with love.
Yes, so we'll flip that over for you. Perfect.
Oh yeah, see, I already forgot.
And just stamp that out a little bit on your paper because I think you used gray. Oh, it's good. It's all dry, so that's good.
Do you have to wash them after every time, or tell me what the care is?
If you're
for
using
these?
the same ink color, you can, re-ink them. But if you were going to switch colors, you should clean them in between. And you can check out
Yay.
the Stampin' Scrub is a great tool for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, and then we also
Take
need
that off of there. Done with the stamps.
one of these. And you probably have to trim that one down. And I
Okay.
think it's one of these is the other piece.
This one's got a lot of stuff
I
going on.
know, we gave you a challenge. It's good. It's good, it's good.
All right, I trimmed that down. We're saving that for the next one. Now it says, oh, here, I put this on first.
Yep, and so this one is pictured as a horizontal card, so you'd want to do
Oh.
it that way.
Thank you.
But you can, of course, change that if you wanted to switch it up and make it different. Go right ahead. And I'm trying to find the end of this.
So I put this on first,
Yes,
and then this one?
I think, yeah, yep. And you want to use a dimensional on the tag, actually.
Oh dear.
That's okay.
Okay.
You can fix that still. Just to kind of lift it off the page a little bit. There we go.
Do
I'm gonna
one
cut you.
there. And one there. Okay. So now I
Perfect.
take these off. And
And actually, before you
how many
adhere
cards
that,
do you make a day?
Well, it depends. If I'm in a mode, I can make, and it depends on how fancy, fussy I'm getting about it. But I mean, I could make probably 20, 40, 60 if I'm making the same kind. But when I'm just kind of playing, and playing with my stuff, it usually takes me more like an hour to create one. So probably,
Wow.
depending on how long my crafting session is, I can probably make about 10 a night.
Wow.
Yeah, just playing around.
And do you find that you sit in front of the TV doing it, or does it take full concentration, or?
I do just sort of, I watch like sitcoms a lot when I'm watching TV, like Friends marathons on TV or
Oh, I
something
love
like that.
that.
And just sort of let that play in the background while I create. Sometimes I'll put on music too, just sort of play.
It's so relaxing though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. It
And
really
you're
is.
you're working with so many beautiful colors. I mean, this kit alone just has
Yes,
such
yes.
beautiful colors in it.
You know what I
just
love
like makes you happy.
most about making and more importantly sending handmade cards is I can't tell you how many times I've gotten like a thank you email or a thank you note for my thank you card.
Yeah,
you know,
right?
so
Well,
that
it's
doesn't really happen
It's a
very
little piece of
often.
art. It's like a
is.
card that you wouldn't throw away.
Exactly.
Oh, I
So-
love that.
And you know that somebody put a lot of extra care into it, so they're more apt
Voila.
to keep them. Ta-da!
We made cards.
All that. So you could put this 20 cards together easily in an evening.
Oh,
and
it's
it's a great
so
thing to
great.
do with kids too, because you just saw how simple it is. You'd never stamped really with me before.
I have
and
never
just, boom,
stamped.
all finished. So
Yeah. And they're so great.
piece of cake.
I love it. Jen, thank you so
Oh, you're
much.
welcome. Thank you for having
from
me.
the Media Center. We're so
Yes,
excited
please.
to be.
Order some of these fabulous gifts. They make great gifts
They
for
do make great
holidays
gifts,
or
exactly.
for birthdays, anything. So and we'll make sure the Media Center gets their part.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. We love fundraisers like this.
Yes.
Check out Jen. Her website's below. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.